fool me, we can't get fooled again.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you?
Because people have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook. I've earned everything I've got.
If you don't like what we tell you to believe in, we'll kill you.
All right, kids. Listen. Don't listen to this podcast.
Don't listen to this.
If you're not of age.
What's of age?
18.
16?
18. We're a bunch of dudes, and we're going to say some really bad words.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Conspiracy Podcast.
Welcome back, guys.
Yo. Another week.
If you don't know who we are, I'm Eric.
I'm Jorge.
If you don't know who we are, why are you listening? No. This is Jorge.
I'm Sean. What's up, yo?
We hope you guys are doing well. Happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Happy Tuesday for us. And for them, because they're listening. It's really nice.
Hold on. This episode is brought to you by Happy Dad.
That's right.
I wish.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick. Plug.
Reach out.
Come on. Someone in your PR team, you need to be on this train.
We have a cool episode tonight, and it's brought to you by one of our VIP rich person Patreons. And if
my brother from another mother.
Yeah,
cousin. Right.
My cousin.
From another vato.
My Mexican cousin.
So if you don't know what Patreon is, it's a way that you could support the podcast by giving us money.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you do get some bennies.
Yes. Yeah.
And one of the perks is you get to choose your own episode.
If you're the rich guy.
Yeah.
That's right.
So the rich one, which is rich people, it's just people who have tons of money, extra money. And they love our podcast so much that they are supporting us in the best way possible. And on top of it, they get to select their own show.
Yes. And you do get other benefits, like when we start coming out with merch, you get a very good discount on that. Merch is coming soon, I swear. I know we've been saying that for months, but
2035.
Yeah, hold tight. It's coming, I swear. We've just been going through
in all fairness, we kind of said the same about video, and now we finally have video. So there you go. It's coming. It's coming.
We always keep our promises, just delayed.
That's right.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah, eventually we keep our word.
So this episode is brought to you by Chubbs. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, man.
Yeah, me gusta.
This is an episode. It's about Simpsons Predictions. So the animated show.
That's a cool one.
The Simpsons.
Cool.
If you haven't heard of it,
you
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You're 12.
Yeah.
And you've never watched TV.
As we do on this show, we like to go over the history of something, and then we talk about what's going on with it. So let's just jump in. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, The Simpsons, an animated sitcom created by Matt Groening. It first debuted as a series of shorts on the Tracey Ullman Show in 1987.
Never heard of that. It was before I was born. So.
If you go back, you can see the weird animation of The Simpsons, and it's very basic. It's
it's also late 80s. It's really good
very
technology.
basic thing. But so that was in 1987, and they developed it into a half-hour, 30-minute primetime show for 20th Century Fox. It premiered December 17th, 1989.
Wow,
and
I was 2 months old.
Were you?
Yep.
Holy shit.
What the?
Or it's like I was like 18.
Yeah, I fucking feel old.
You're not 60, bro.
No. We're not that.
No, you guys are not that
81.
much older than
I'm
me.
81.
I'm 83.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I was 6.
You were 6, you were 8. Fossils. You're so old. Why do I hang
But
out
I mean,
with you
everybody
guys?
knows The Simpsons, right? Like, you guys know The Simpsons.
Oh, 100%. I remember.
How many episodes?
How many episodes are there?
Have you seen?
How the fuck should I know that?
Guess.
I've
Throw it out.
probably
Throw it out.
seen-
Couple hundred?
Yeah, a couple. I was gonna say the same thing,
Okay.
but also
We're going to go over the statistics.
Here's a cool little fun fact, by the way. The voice of Bart Simpson is one of my customers. For
Really?
marketing. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Branding.
Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, a little plug for our real jobs.
Yeah, there you
here.
go.
All right. If you're in need of marketing services,
There you go.
Jorge's your man.
Sponsored
DM us.
by.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
So it premiered in 1989, and since then, it has become the longest-running American animated show ever.
Yeah, literally history.
As of this year, The Simpsons have done 750 episodes across 35 seasons.
And then they always
and a movie, I think.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
a
think
couple
multiple
movies.
Yeah,
There
I
you
think
go.
2 movies. Yeah,
And then like they're also just like constantly being replayed. It just
yeah.
nonstop. I mean, they're just like licensing the
residuals on
shit
that
on
is
that. Oh my
Cha-ching,
God.
cha-ching,
Yeah.
bringing
I mean,
that,
just
that
literally,
meme I
it's
sent
like-
you
oh,
guys.
Yeah, you thought
God.
you thought Friends was getting like paid, like dude, it's like nonstop.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So The Simpsons began with a simple concept, a satirical portrayal of a working-class American family. The family was Homer, the bumbling yet lovable father.
Yeah, drunk.
Yeah.
I know, fat.
With, like, 3 hairs.
I know the 3 hair comb over.
Yeah. Marge, the patient and caring mother. Bart, the mischievous 10-year-old son. And Lisa, the intelligent and socially conscious 8-year-old daughter. And Maggie, the generally silent baby who
but
just sucks.
And
on
then
the,
also
on the
gets into
things.
like weird situations.
Yeah. The show's humor and biting social commentary quickly resonated with audience, and it became, I mean, it's top. I mean, it's one of the.
Oh, it's one of the top.
It's one of the most famous.
It's one of those famous shows ever.
Yeah, ever.
Ever. Like
Yeah.
in the history of
Yeah.
television.
Do you ever go back now and like? Do you watch it now?
I don't have fucking time.
I've watched it. I've watched,
I
actually, I
Like
watched.
on-
I've watched a few
on
because
side,
I was
yeah.
trying to show my daughter some
Yeah.
of these. Like I do that sometimes. Like I
Does-
go
does
back
she
and
like
like
it?
I show her like old school
Old
like
stuff.
cartoons.
Well, back in my day.
Yeah, exactly.
So does she like it?
Nah, she hated
Yeah,
it.
she probably doesn't get the humor.
Yeah,
like,
she doesn't
that's
get
why,
it.
Like, what?
My boys like it.
Yeah.
My boys are a little older. They're like teenagers, and
Yeah.
they kind of like it. Like
My
it's
daughter,
kind of.
it's not Paw
I mean,
Patrol,
it's
so my
still-
daughter
yeah.
doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just shut up. Like,
So the series was initially a risky venture, as primetime animated shows had not been successful. However, The Simpsons broke the mold, becoming a hit almost immediately. Its earliest success can be attributed to its unique blend of humor, satire, heartfelt moments. You know, do you remember the Christmas special? All-time favorite, where they get the dog. Oh,
remember that.
Santa's little helper. It was the dog.
probably
at the-
watched it. I don't know.
Man,
I don't
you
remember.
guys gotta go with the old ones.
Yeah, I gotta go
oh,
back, gotta
so
go back.
good.
boomer.
But, and part of this episode, they did not shy away from addressing social and
Oh,
political
dude, they were
issues.
like always.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't give a shit.
So the whole point of this episode is that they have predicted
This
future-
episode. This episode.
Our
Oh,
episode.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the
Yeah,
Christmas one.
No,
the whole point of this episode that
This
we're
podcast,
doing now,
yeah,
this
yeah.
podcast, is they have, I'm not even joking.
And it's like weird. It's like weirdly accurate.
Yes.
Like, exact.
yes,
Shit.
and I had to hone down 50
Oh yeah.
down
Wow.
to 10.
I know the 10 most
So there's
prominent ones.
there's so many that they have gotten right, where they do an episode and then 10 years later,
It happens. Exact
happens.
same thing happens.
yeah. So that's what this episode's about, and
It's
there
like
you go.
this is like advanced time travel troll.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh.
So just a couple things that I threw into, maybe the episode that maybe we didn't know. Throughout its run, The Simpsons had a profound impact on popular culture. For example, I'm sure everybody knows the phrases "dope," like "dope,"
Yeah. Yeah.
or "eat my shorts,"
Yeah.
or things like that. And
Don't
they,
have a cow.
Yeah, have a cow, man.
The only thing I remember is Duff.
Yeah, Duff man. Yeah, Duff man.
I know. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they even have it at Universal Studios, right? They have
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah.
little
absolutely.
city section. thing.
And it's influenced all of the animation thereafter.
Oh, for sure. 100%.
South Park,
Oh, true,
Family
true,
Guy,
100%.
Futurama.
Well, because like they want it's like I think it was such a success just because it does hit home for so many people.
Yeah.
That they're like, oh my god, this is my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Like holy shit. Like
Yeah.
I literally just did the same thing. Like this has just happened to me.
Yeah.
So it's like super real for people. So they're like, hell yeah, I love
Yeah.
this show.
Yeah.
My all-time favorite. Who's your favorite character? Let's just kick it off there. My all-time favorite is Mr. Burns.
Dude, my favorite is Smithers.
Burns.
Smithers
I
is
love
good.
Smithers.
Smithers
Like,
is good.
I like
Mr.
to go with
Burns.
Homer.
Homer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
All
the
right.
who's the kid who's always like meh?
Ralphie?
No, he's like the one
No.
like the little fat one.
I
the
ate
bully guy?
popsicle stick.
Oh, that
I love
that
that.
kid's not bad. That kid's not bad.
So the origin of dope, or like Homer's catchphrase, was that the Dan Castellaneta, which is the voice of Homer, he came up with the sound as a shorter version of just the phrase "damn it."
No, so it's like, don't.
Yeah, it was like "damn it." But like, don't! Yeah, exactly. So, I thought that was interesting.
That was good.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Yeah. The Simpsons has received critical acclaim, numerous awards, including 34 Primetime Emmy Awards.
That's insane. Cause
That's pretty crazy.
An Emmy is like an Academy Award, but for TV.
Yeah.
34.
That's
34.
Such an
They've been on
number.
the air for 35 years.
So it's like every year. Like
What's the 1 year?
They're like,
They
they're
did
like,
that.
they done
Fuck.
it. They're like,
1 year South Park.
No.
They won.
The thing is, like, realistically, they didn't get one every year, like, or even
Yeah.
it's
Maybe
just
they
like
got
you
a
get
couple.
you get multiple.
Yeah, true.
And then like
True. Yeah.
Because also it's like, I feel like even like those academies and the consensuses, they're like, share the
Yeah.
love. It's like,
Yeah.
Actually-
I got a big dono, so like these
True,
are
true.
Actually, most people don't know this, but you have to pay money to be considered.
Did
you know that?
I did not know that.
I didn't
at
know
all.
that.
Yeah. Most awards, Peabody Awards.
Oh, that's what keeps their award running. They're like, you want to.
the TV, the TiVo Awards, the the Internet Awards that we could apply to. They're all you have to pay to get thought of. Also, the Walk of Fame.
Oh yeah, no, I knew you had to pay that.
You
I
have
knew
to
you had
pay to
for
get
that.
into it.
The star?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, I knew you.
I mean, you have to get okayed to do it.
You had to be like good enough to receive it, but you still have to pay.
You
for
still have to
it.
pay for it. Yeah, that's why
It's not
sometimes
like we can go up there and like,
Yeah.
no,
Music
and
podcast.
it's not cheap too. It's like
What are we talking about?
10, 15 grand.
Wow, okay.
So that's why sometimes you see celebrities, they're like, you didn't have a Walk of Fame
I'm like no.
till now? And he's like, well, but you get the idea, right? You have to actually pay to be nominated.
Yeah.
To
And
be nominated or to put it down?
No, just
Nominated.
for these
Well,
awards.
for the awards.
For the awards, okay,
Yeah,
my bad.
obviously for the star, you have to pay to put it down.
Yeah.
Yes.
like the Academy Awards, you have to,
It's probably part of like the producer's budget. Like,
You're only
how much do
allowed
you think you got to
to-
pay to like be nominated or be considered for?
well,
some of
because
these?
you also have to, you can only submit X amount. If you're like a, what are the production studios or whatever, you can only submit X amount of your films.
Oh, okay.
And so say
Okay, it's
say
like
all
pump it
three of
all.
us did a film and we're all best like actor and we're all in the same studio.
you can't do.
You can't necessarily submit all three of us.
Oh, because it's like.
To
Well,
win.
the studio's like, we're
Yeah.
gonna get an Oscar this
Yeah,
year. It
exactly.
doesn't matter. It's
There's
like,
a little
whatever
bit
it
more.
takes.
I mean, I'm not an actor, so I don't know all the things, but yeah. Anyways,
Got it.
yeah.
I do know how those work. Though it's interesting. This funny little tidbit. Like, so one of our good friends, she's been in the Screen Actors Guild for like forever, and every once in a while, like you get randomly chosen to be part of the votes, and so you get sent like movies that like aren't even like out yet.
Oh, really?
And you get to like literally watch these movies that literally haven't been released in theaters yet.
Really?
Just because they're going to be up for like they're
Candidacy.
going to be up for bid
Yeah,
on
okay.
these things because
Okay.
they've already been seen. They've already been seen, and they're like, "Wow, this is fucking great! Like,
Yeah.
we should get these.
Interesting.
Things start watching." Yeah.
Okay.
I've also seen things where you're not sure if they're a supporting actor or not, and so they put you in a different category, and it's gone wrong.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, how do you define supporting actor?
Oh, it's like anything that's not the main actor, right? Because you're just
That's what
supporting.
I would say.
You're like,
Yeah.
anything but
Or
the main.
also, how do you define comedy compared to drama? Or
oh, it's so
you know,
loose.
you know what I mean?
It's so loose because
So there are some-
They're usually both.
Yeah, so you could research it, but there are some where they shouldn't have been in that category
Okay.
at all. You
But
know?
you see some that were like they're in multiple categories.
Yeah,
Like one wins and they're like
yeah,
just wins everything. You're like, what the fuck? Like when the one with Cillian Murphy.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it was in like 17 categories. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Actually, a good example is
And they also
And
won
what-
it all. They won everything. Jesus Christ, they won like 5 fucking Oscars for that movie. It was, pretty, it, was
Clean
pretty,
house.
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
okay. So one example, just and then we'll move on. Is you remember Silence of the Lambs?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
So
Classic.
Anthony Hopkins was not the lead role.
Oh,
Really?
fucking what's her name?
The girl?
was?
Jodie Foster.
Yeah, Jodie
Oh, Jodie
Foster
Foster,
was.
So he was only in the movie for like 14 minutes,
Yeah.
and he won. But they put him in the category of best actor.
Well, it's weird because
Oh,
like
wow. Does
that make sense? Like,
even
so it's
with,
just a weird- it's a weird
What's his
thing.
name? The German dude from Inglourious Bastards.
Oh yeah.
He's the
I know-
greatest.
I know who
He's
you're
the
talking
greatest
about.
supporting
Yeah,
actor
yeah, I
in
know
history
who
of
you're talking
mankind.
about. Yeah, yeah, I
He
know
just
who you're
wins
talking
every because
about.
he's so good.
Oh, what's his name?
I know,
It's
it's
gonna
like-
hurt me
it's,
later. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
Ah, I
God,
suck-
I know
I suck
it's
at
killing
names.
me. But he's unbelievable.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
literally
He's
unbelievable.
in
Even
Django.
Django,
He's
like
in Django,
he's just the
yeah.
best actor in the movie, but he's always not the main character,
Right.
which is like weird.
Because
It's like-
Django is Jamie Lee Fox.
It's Jamie Foxx, not Jamie
Lee
Lee
Fox.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Anthony Lee Hopkins. Jamie Lee.
You're convincing. You're literally confusing him with like a middle-aged white woman. Like, Jamie Lee Foxx. Yes. Yeah, he was also.
She.
Okay, so we digress.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to the Simpsons, folks.
So the series not only entertained us, but it also provided commentary on societal issues.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Episodes have addressed topics like environmentalism, political corruption, and the American education system, often with sharp wit and a clear message.
They make it very funny.
So what they did is they had the ability to take something that was serious and remained humorous. Kind of like what we do here.
But you still address the issue technically. You're still like enlightening about the issue, but then you're like, oh, don't get all like fucking depressed about it. Like, oh, funny.
It's like edutainment. A little bit of education, a little bit of entertainment.
That's a word.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm going to write that down.
Should I go incognito mode for this? Edutainment.
Put your sunglasses on, you fucking Kanye. Over the decades, The Simpsons have evolved they try to stay relevant in the ever-changing landscape because, like, if they came out in the 80s, then they went through the 90s, then they went through streaming, and then they went through, like movie theaters, etc. And so they just continued to try to evolve.
Innovate.
Yeah, and innovate. So
make money, make that fetty.
They came out with a movie. It's called The Simpsons Movie. It was released in 2007. $500 million grossed worldwide.
That's fucking amazing.
That's pretty good.
It's so good.
You guys watch it? Do you guys watch it?
I watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. It was good.
Not
They're in a
theaters.
bubble.
I didn't watch it in theaters.
Yeah, you remember they're in a bubble?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember anything.
I mean,
besides
$500 million.
I didn't watch it.
That movie probably cost. Well, I guess after paying all the voice actors, it probably cost legitimately like $75 million, $80 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, let's be honest.
It was like an 8X.
Yeah.
Super
I'll take
solid.
it.
I'll take it.
So the producers were like, "Fuck
take
yeah, like, this is great."
But it also includes, like, the franchise then expanded to comic books, video games. I played at video games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I used to
Theme
play
park.
a video game.
You brought it up. Theme park.
I did play. It was like a fighting game.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's pretty cool.
merch.
Oh, just
hell yeah.
merch up the ass.
All the way. Yeah. So as of today, like I said before, they have 750 episodes, 35 seasons, and what's wild actually is how many celebrities they've had as guest stars on their show.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson. I know.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
No, they've had Beatles on there. They had Elon Musk on there. They had
they've
the
had so
guy
many
from
people.
Law and Order. They had like
Trump?
Just so many. They had Trump on there.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had all of them. Basically, any celebrity that you can think of.
Because when you hear the
They
song, you're
have
like, sure.
on it.
Like,
Yeah.
of course I'll do it. Like, you're gonna say no.
Yeah.
Which is also like keeps adding on to the whole like concept of it, of this the culture or the right, like
Yeah, that's right. So I also made some notes about how much money these folks were making.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so we like to go into this.
Cash, baby.
So
So we all be
early,
jealous.
so early in the season. Now we're talking about the main folks. We're talking about Homer.
Yeah.
We're talking about Marge.
Yeah.
We're talking about Bart
Yeah.
and Maggie
Yeah.
and Lisa.
Well,
Probably those are
Maggie's
the main.
Maggie doesn't
And-
say shit.
and also,
she got paid.
A sucking noise.
Also, who's Mo?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mo's like one of the kids. He's got the weird hair with the
yeah,
straight hair.
yeah.
Like, Mo.
No, but I mean the actor,
I don't know.
super famous.
I don't know.
Really?
Oh, he's one of the best.
I
Yeah,
don't know who plays him.
Hank Azaria.
Oh yeah.
Hank
Okay,
Azaria
yeah.
does that. Yeah. Anyways, so in the early seasons, they were making modest amounts. We don't really know, but it was a very small amount.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
hey, it's a new thing.
1998, only 8 years later, $125,000 per episode for the main folk.
God, why didn't I go into voice acting? Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
That's
They're like, I make what I
98.
make a year with one episode.
Yes.
One episode.
So in 2004, they renegotiated $250,000 per episode.
And this is also in 1998 and 2004. So
Yeah.
like making that you're so
back
rich.
then?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're buying a house after one episode, like a mansion. You're buying like a little 8-bedroom house, like one
Every
like,
episode.
Every episode,
Yeah.
buy a
It's like
mansion.
24 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally. I talked for 6 minutes
Yes.
on it.
Yeah.
How many episodes would they put out in like a season or a year?
Well, they've done
Well, do the math.
750. They've been
35. So 20 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
20
give
a
or
year.
take. Give or
Yeah,
take.
give it
Okay, give or
ish,
take.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
20 a year.
Few mil a year.
Okay,
God.
2008.
For 30 years.
They renegotiated again in 2008. You ready? The number is 400,000 per episode.
Wow. Okay.
Well, it's also
Okay.
inflation too. So
Yeah, big
it's
time.
the same.
Everything
It's
was
just like
crashing.
Same. Like, yeah, 2008. They're like,
Do you think they were worried about?
we need to renegotiate. Like we're all broke.
Do you think they were worried about the real estate market?
Fuck no. Well, they own 700 houses.
They're like, let's
Like,
renegotiate the episodes per. Yeah.
oh my god.
Okay,
400.
2011. They went down for the better of man.
Yeah, for like
The better of everybody.
We care.
They dropped down to 300,000.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
Oh, yeah.
No.
So
I'd be like, I'll do it for 10K. 10K an episode. I'm your man.
so from 2015 and to now, it's between 300,000 and 400,000 per episode, and they just keep pumping it.
it's just
That's
like
crazy.
This is like you can do like an average. Like I say that we'll do the average around. Let's say 200K. 200K times 750. That's I can't do that math. Well, no, okay, I can do the math. But add the zero. That's 2 million. 2 million. It's 150 million.
Carry the 5.
150 million.
Really?
Well, it's 750
For all of them?
So you take the zero. No, like for one person, 200 grand per episode, 750
No
episodes.
way.
I said take the mean.
Yeah, no, I know.
So
You're right.
So 200,000. Add a
I'm
zero.
just shocked.
Add a zero. 2 million. What's 2 million times 75? 150 million.
Damn.
So you're saying each of those guys made $100 million, give or take?
Yeah. Yes.
That's crazy.
Voice acting.
Love it.
Now what happens? I'm curious. So
Podcasting is
what
the new
happened-
voice
I'm actually
acting, by
upset.
the way.
I don't even like this episode
No,
anymore.
because Nancy Cartwright voices multiple characters.
That's what I was just going to
She
say.
getting,
Yes,
like, double
yes,
the
you're
pay?
right, you're
And
right.
you know, also Hank Azaria does more than one too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like, are they
does-
getting
does
like
Dan.
Are they
Double
dipping? Like,
No, but I bet it's their whole. It's just
like this like the
their
like,
talent.
Yeah, like
Their
your
talent.
time. Like, maybe do they based on time.
No,
This
I'm going to be
much
like, hey, you want multiple characters? We got multiple monies
Like,
coming.
you know, something's wrong with my voice.
Yeah.
I don't think I can voice that character. I got cough.
Can you imagine getting COVID and you're like, or your throat, something happens?
I'm sure they did.
Imagine being that rich. I'd be like, fix it.
Yeah.
like, how much is it gonna cost?
I would
talk
never
again,
ending.
motherfucker?
I would have like a little like person just rubbing Vicks vapor rub on me.
A small Asian
Yes,
woman is just
yeah.
like
I would literally-
vixing
I'd
you,
pay her
like-
$100,000 a year to just fucking rub Vicks vapor rub.
You're like, that's not even a full, like a third of an episode just to get her to fucking fix me. Anyways,
Anyway.
Her name's Lucy.
Lucy, fix me.
Over its 3-decade-long run, The Simpsons have not only entertained millions, but they've also earned a reputation for uncanny ability to predict the future.
It's really weird.
It's pretty crazy.
From political outcomes to technological advances. While many of these instances can be attributed to coincidence or the show's insightful social commentary, the accuracy and range of its predictions are nothing short of remarkable.
I know it'd be different if it was just like,
like
one
one
thing.
or two,
like,
right?
Or
Like-
if it's just in one category. Like,
True.
We only predict like this thing, but it's,
Political
like,
stuff or
everything.
whatever. Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. So I looked up and I watched all these videos, and there are about 50. And I was like, 50 is too much.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's a 7 hour
50 is too
episode.
much.
Even though our fans would want that.
So
Yeah,
I
true.
figured out
Sorry.
about 10 or 11 of the tops. Yeah?
Perf, I like it.
And this is chronological order. So it's,
So it's not in order of significance.
Yes,
it's just
correct. Chronological.
Chronological when they predicted or when it happened?
Both.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Both.
Well, it would be in that order because
Yeah.
it's usually 10 years after,
Yeah.
so it would be
Yeah.
like when
No,
they predicted.
I mean, I thought like there's some that they predicted and then it's like 20 years later or
Just shut the
15 years
fuck
later.
up,
it
Jorge.
happened.
Nobody asked you, sir.
Save it for the
Fuck
end,
off.
Kanye.
Fetch me a beer. Save it for the end, Kanye. You're like, look, I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you speak.
Okay, the first one.
Yeah.
Siegfried and Roy were attacked.
Oh my God,
Oh,
killed by
yeah.
the lion. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
that's
the tiger.
So in season 5, episode 10, called Springfield, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love Legalized Gambling.
What a fucking epic name!
I know.
It's the best title I've ever heard.
So it was originally aired in December 16th, 1993. And the prediction was this. In that episode, magicians resembling Siegfried and Roy are attacked by a white tiger
Yeah.
on stage.
In case they
Okay.
don't know who that is.
Siegfried and Roy. Yeah, sorry.
So in 2003, 10 years later, Roy Horn of the real-life duo of Siegfried and Roy in Las Vegas was attacked by one of the tigers during a live performance. Yeah.
So Siegfried and Roy are
too,
from
if you've ever
they're from back in the day. They were like they'd wear the fucking sequined fucking suits, they're like Elton John twins.
Yes.
And they would do these live performances with live fucking tigers.
Yeah.
And like they would they were like their babies. Oh, we love you. Oh,
But decades.
Forever.
For
They did for so long.
Yes.
But like you had to think like that beast. I mean, it's only a matter of time before it's like. God, I'm fucking that little snack didn't do it for me.
Isn't that the whole point of their show though? Is that they control the tigers and it's never gonna happen.
Of course.
Decades, you know what I mean?
This is like it's like their pet cat or whatever, and it was like you said, decades.
The pet cat that weighs 800
I know, right?
pounds, like fucking talons are like.
Have you ever seen the video?
No, I kind of want to watch it though. I have to go to the dark web.
And it's like
strangling.
Did it go for his neck? Is that
the jugular?
Just with the paw, or just like
mouth.
Dude, they gotta go for the kill.
We gotta watch this. We gotta watch this.
No,
I'm definitely dark web.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
All right, Jorge, meet me in the truck.
Yeah.
I don't think you really can watch it. Like, there's not really.
I'll find a way.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Incognito mode, bro.
Okay, the next one.
Dark web mode.
No, I'm gonna go like NordVPN. I wanna go like fucking like India and like to watch that shit.
The next one is censorship of Michelangelo's David. So in season 2, episode 9, and it was an episode called Itchy and Scratchy and Marge. It aired in 1991, and it predicted in that episode, residents of Springfield protested against Michelangelo's David being displayed due to the nudity. So his dick was out.
Which is really weird because now it's like if it's Pride, you can just walk around naked in the streets.
So true.
And no one cares.
So now the prediction on this one's a little looser. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little looser. But in 2016, so this is a long time. This is 20 years later.
See what I'm talking about?
Russian
See what I'm
activists.
talking about?
Jorge's like vindicated. Jorge's like, I literally just said this.
Now you
shit.
fetch me a beer.
Piece of shit.
So in Russia in 2016, activists there called for
Russia?
a similar ban on the same statue.
But the David statue's not in Russia.
There was one.
Oh, like a duplicate.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I thought it was in Rome.
But then on top of that, there are the later bans of inappropriate statues of history.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, that one's still
a
that's
little
kinda
loosey goosey. Yeah, a little loosey.
But like, I mean,
The
But the
first
real
part-
event in 2016 happened in Russia, where the
Yes.
same statue.
Yes.
They said, "Hey, his dick's showing."
and then they had to put the leaves over it.
Yeah.
They like literally put the little maple leaf over it. I'm like, okay, it's just saying he's actually more naked now. Now that the leaf is there, I'm like, assholes.
That's right. Okay, so season 6, episode 19, Lisa's Wedding, and it was about smartwatches. Okay, so this is 95, and in that episode set in the future, characters use a wristwatch-like device to make phone calls.
Oh, so this is like
Hey,
this is
call
95
mama.
where we're like still on like razors.
Yeah, we didn't even.
We're like flipping it like.
This is
fucking-
in 95.
No,
this is before
yeah?
iPhones.
No, this is like
before,
razor. This is razor. Like
Okay.
Even earlier, dude.
Oh, I was
this
thinking that there
this
was
is flip
not even
phones.
a flip phone.
A razor is a flip
No,
phone,
the
bro.
phones,
No,
they
even
came out in
before
like
razor.
99.
Nokia brick.
Yes.
No,
It's like- this
that
is
was
the
still
Nokia
that was
brick.
like 99.
He's
dude.
actually right. He's
Nokia-
actually right. It's even earlier. This is car phones only.
Yes.
Oh,
that's right. That's
only
right.
co- oh,
I
this is
remember because
like-
I sold these
Yes.
fucking phones back in the day.
I can see knocking at your door. Give me a. Have I got the opportunity for you?
You could play Snake on it.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Why does he sound like? Why does he sound like a white American man?
Why are you racist?
Hola. They're like, why are you speaking Spanish like that?
We'll delete that one too.
No, I'm leaving that. Hola.
But essentially,
Another fun fact: I did actually knock doors and
Really?
sold
Sell that
doors.
stuff?
Jorge has done it all.
Yeah, I know.
He's told me these stories.
horrible.
This man has literally done it
You
all.
know about that.
You were selling like, when you sell like security
Yes.
systems and shit. Like
I'd
you
go
sell,
door to
like,
door.
AT&T, like,
I would have to like knock
was
on their
the money?
door,
How
give
was
me
the
your
money on
social
that?
security.
Give me your social.
Literally, I would
Give me
have
your
to check your
social.
credit and like,
way.
yeah, man.
I'm gonna need your
That shit's
social.
hard. That shit's hard.
Yeah, like I
on
know
what?
I just met you
what were
7
you
minutes
checking
ago.
your credit on?
Because you
Oh,
finance
so this is in
the
2000s.
It was 2009.
Because I was like, what do you use,
2009.
like like on handwritten pad?
And you're like,
Paper.
Like, fucking-
Yeah,
Social
literally.
security.
Let me call my credit guy real quick. Run the numbers.
But I mean, that's the theory: is that
Yeah.
they predicted somebody talking to somebody on their Casio.
That one is like
cool. It's a cool one.
It's cool, but like I could see I could
have guessed that.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Didn't I might be off here, but didn't fucking
It's not that wild.
Inspector Gadget also have some of that?
A little bit.
Like,
a little bit.
yeah.
I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Like Spy
So-
Kids.
yeah.
Spy, yeah.
A little bit. I mean,
Okay.
kind of.
So
He
we're
had
so
fucking
far
arms
we're
like
still a little
I know, right? Go,
still a little loosey goosey on these,
like,
Eric.
like-
Darth
Loser.
Vader, but like comedy.
The next one's like
Okay.
legit.
Okay, so in March of 2000, season 11, episode 17, and it's called Bart to the Future. And this is the prediction. The show predicted a future where Donald Trump was the president of the United States.
Yes.
And then the specific
I
thing
remember
is they
this.
have him coming down the elevator at Trump Tower, and they literally have him wearing the exact same outfit. He's in the same.
That's pretty crazy.
He's in the same fucking outfit.
And actually, what
Although
they
he
do
always
is-
wears the same fucking
I know,
suit and
true.
white shirt and a
I know.
suit.
It's really true. But the fact that that he became president, like,
I know.
True.
Like who would have ever
Back
thought
in 2000,
that shit,
you would
dude?
never
In
have
a million
thought.
years. He
Not
was-
even in
he was
2000.
busy.
I agree.
He was like fucking,
Whatever,
He was
16.
like
I
fucking
agree.
bitches
I didn't
and
think he was
shit.
gonna win.
Like, dude, I didn't think he was gonna win at all. That
Right?
was a joke.
He actually had probably like a 10% chance to win anyway.
I
Like,
actually
Oh, dude, he had
remember.
like less.
There you
It
go.
was
Do you
like-
remember
they
when
were
he was
literally
doing the show?
99% that he was
The five.
Oh yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
Apprentice.
Oh yeah.
I remember going to a bar
fired.
with some friends, and I was like, he will not be president.
Right.
Well, he was also going against Hillary.
Yeah.
And like Hillary was like
like,
slated to
no.
literally like it was like landslide victory.
Yeah.
Right.
Like he's fucked, and then they're like, I don't know what's happening.
But in the episode, Lisa becomes president.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And so the prediction is that Lisa became president after Trump was
Yeah.
exiting.
Yes.
So it was like
Oh, okay.
he was the predecessor basically of
Yeah.
Lisa becoming president.
Got it.
So I
Dude, it's pretty crazy.
now that's in 2000, and he became president in 2016.
So that's
16 years.
Pretty good.
that's a solid.
I know.
I
That's
mean,
a-
if you were to do like money odds on like that,
Yeah.
like you would.
Especially the whole like coming down the stairs scene and like
Dude,
how
it's
it
like-
like
yeah.
really you
Yeah.
know matched up.
Yeah. That one's
was a
weird.
good one. That was a good
was
one.
weird.
It was really wild.
Because no, I still
I think there was.
I
Something,
still can't believe it.
I think there was
Right.
something with the signs too. There was something specific with the signs that they
Oh,
had, like in
yeah.
the thing. I can't remember exactly
Yeah.
what it was, but it was like also that was like a thing. I was like, I think it even said like Pence or some shit. It was like fucking wild. It was like ridiculous, some like ridiculous shit. I'll have to look
so
that
specific.
up. I know, like little.
Yeah.
He's like, grab her by the pussy. Like some shit
That was
like
the
that.
sign.
I know, like,
What an asshole.
I know, dude. I love it.
Okay, so in 1998, I mean, I guess this is not super chronological.
Yeah.
Good one, Eric. All right,
Once again.
all right.
Once
All right,
again.
over here asking legit questions like, is it in like, yeah, and I'm over here backing you up. I look at
Yeah,
an asshole.
yeah.
So in November
Get out of here,
90
peasant.
I know.
in November of
Just leave it.
98, there was an episode, season 10, episode 5. It's When You Dish Upon a Star. And the prediction was, in a 20th Century Fox, was owned and purchased by Walt Disney.
Oh, what it was.
Yeah.
What a
So
wild prediction.
in 2017, Disney announced its acquisition of 21st Century Fox, the parent company of 20th Century.
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like to be able to, like
20 years
Why
later.
would what would make them think to like even
I mean, maybe they have like the inside track where they're like, okay, we see that Disney's like one of the
I
three,
guess,
the three
yeah.
major like media conglomerates, so they're gonna start absorbing. That's what happens.
I mean,
is,
all
like,
the writers are like
they-
in Hollywood.
yeah,
They
so,
kind of
like-
like
I mean,
the,
we're
the
going to
rumors.
go over this.
They probably got the
we're gonna
inside
go over
track.
it.
But what would you say again was the time difference from
It
the
was
episode to when
18
it,
years.
I don't think there's rumors 18 years ago.
I don't know. Maybe
You
it's
know, like
But we're going to take it up later. But I have a theory, which is that if you're constantly in the social realm and you're doing social commentary, if you're pretty good and intelligent,
yeah,
eventually maybe it
Yeah.
will be right.
yeah.
yeah. It's like what like
and 750 episodes.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
like,
you know what I mean?
How many darts you had to throw
Yeah,
to like hit
yeah.
the hit the
Like
bullseye?
we could start going on things, and then in 20 years,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Eventually, we
all right,
probably could.
might be right.
We
let's-
gotta predict
Let's
the
start
bone.
predicting.
Yeah.
Let's start predicting from now
no. Oh god.
on this podcast, and you
Oh,
guys are gonna
God.
know. You guys are gonna
Start
come
thinking
back.
with it, because at the end we're gonna do that.
Want to make a prediction?
Yeah.
What's your
Each
prediction?
of us are gonna do a
20-year
20-year prediction. Yeah,
okay.
The next one is season 23, episode 10, which is 2012. And the episode was called Politically Inept with Homer Simpson. It's a news ticker reports that Europe has put Grease on eBay.
Highest bidder, OBO.
Okay, so now
Is this still available?
I know, right? Is it still available?
it's pretty funny
The
because
marketplace.
Yeah, it's probably like just like good as new, or like whatever, like the fucking condition.
it's pretty funny because obviously Grease at a certain point. Do you remember? Like,
Oh, yeah, I remember
went,
this.
Like
Right.
the whole country went bankrupt.
No, they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
I mean, most
Yeah.
of the EU went bankrupt, which
Yeah.
is why they
Yeah.
then.
So it's a little loose.
But specifically, Greece had.
It's a little loose.
Some-
Well, no,
like-
Greece, their currency
Greece was
died.
one of the ones,
Yeah.
the main ones.
Their currency
Yeah.
went to shit, and like they
Yeah.
had no, like literally the money was worth nothing. They
Yeah,
were
that's
like
right.
fucking Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It was like, oh,
That's
cool.
crazy.
In 2012, there was an episode called Lisa Goes Gaga. Season 23, episode 22. In that episode, Lady Gaga performs at a concert flying over the audience. And this was a foreshadow that in 2017, she flew over the audience at the Super Bowl.
She might have just taken that from the Simpsons episode.
Right.
So it's possible that they're influencing
Yeah.
the future by giving
You're
them
right.
ideas.
Yeah.
And so she's like,
You're right.
fuck yeah, I'm going to do it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. we're on the
Okay.
same page.
Okay.
As always.
Yeah,
all
I know.
Next one in season 25, episode 16. It's called You Don't Have to Live Like a Referee. And it was about a corrupt FIFA executive, and they were arrested, and Germany won the World Cup. The following year,
Like 8 minutes later.
several FIFA officials were arrested for corruption in the FIFA organization, and Germany won the World Cup.
Wow.
I mean, they were really good.
I know.
So like,
It's like Argentina's going to win in the next 20 years.
It's like
Yeah.
it's hard to say because like Germany was like super fucking
They were
good.
good.
They
They
were
were good.
amazing.
Yeah.
That
Top
was
five.
like fucking
Top five, right?
Bundesliga was like the Premier League.
But
and,
what,
like, fucking
but what about the corruption?
Oh, that was for sure.
I know.
That was sketch.
That's
yeah.
I
mean,
That's
that was
wow, that's a good
I mean, they
prediction.
probably like soccer, and they were like, something's fucking off.
Yeah.
Like it's just like there's no way they're calling these yellow cards here.
In season 22, episode 1, called The Elementary School Musical. And this was in 2010. The prediction in that was Milhouse predicted that MIT professor Bengt Holmstrom would win the Nobel Prize in economics. 6 years later, he won that prize.
Holy
That's
shit, that's
pretty
good.
fucking
That's
crazy.
fucking good. That's a good like. I can't logic my way around that one.
I know.
Like,
Weird. That one's weird.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like I
it's
really
weird.
can't logic my way around that one.
Then there was another one that I threw in that just kind of happened recently.
Little
Not
bonus.
recently, is a little bonus
for you guys.
So it's
predict.
out of chronological order.
Well, this wasn't in chronological at
Well,
all.
I mean, most
Exactly
of them
my
were. I mean,
point.
most of them were.
Out of
80,
like the rest of the list, it's out of chronological
90%
order.
of them. Yeah. Season 17, episode 10, Homer's paternity coot. In this episode, Homer believes a man named Mason Fairbanks to be his long-lost father. The two embark on an underwater adventure in individual submersibles to try and find a treasure in a sunken ship. But Homer gets stuck in coral and his oxygen levels keep dipping. He loses consciousness and wakes up 3 days later in the hospital. In June of 2023, the Titanic submersible happened.
Dude, it was so fucking
Oh,
stupid.
wow.
Like that whole the entire everything like every time I think about it, I'm like, what?
Why didn't we do a news episode on that one?
Like what the
True,
fuck
yeah.
happened? I have my own theories about that. I'm pretty sure like this was a way for that billionaire dude to like make out with all his money and like disappear, because there's no way a billionaire
way.
is gonna get into a thing that doesn't even have view holes.
solid way.
It's just screens.
Yeah,
So
it's a
like
solid
cool.
way.
We get to see the Titanic on a screen underwater. Like why don't you just look at it on the fucking TV? It's the
I saw it
same-
too.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing. That's what I'm saying.
It's what rich people. Remember we had this conversation about rich people doing weird shit with their money?
No,
Yeah,
but like, why
yeah,
would
yeah.
you do something
Yeah.
like? But rich people don't do things that make like super uncomfortable things where you can't see. Like they'll climb Everest, but you see it. You're not gonna go down to
Well,
see the
it's-
Titanic
but-
and
but-
not
No, it's like-
physically
it's like
see
No,
going-
it's
it.
stupid.
like
It's
going to
stupid shit.
space.
Like exactly, it's stupid. Like you just
Okay,
want to
yeah.
go through the thrill of it.
Whoa. You're a billionaire.
That's yeah.
I'd go to space for
No,
sure,
you-
100%. Hundo. If I was a billionaire, I'd go on the Antarctica. I'd go on the fucking North Pole trip.
Dude, with us!
Yes, I would fund it.
By the way, if you don't know, we did an episode about what do we?
It was, the whole- the Hollow
Hollow
Earth,
Earth
yeah.
theory, and we're putting together an expedition.
We're calling AA
yeah.
It's called the Hey
the Antarctica, the Antarctica Adventure. Like,
and we want to go find the hole.
yeah.
Sponsor us.
Yeah.
Sponsors.
We need
We need
anonymous
more rich people to
by
join
Jackson
our...
Snowmobiles.
I figured it out. I think we need 250.
Okay,
250K,
there you go,
yeah.
guys. If
Yeah.
you're listening to
Well,
this,
only 4 of us.
we only
only
need
4.
250 people of you guys to join rich people.
Literally.
Do it. Do
Actually,
it.
No, we need more than that. We need 1,000. We need 1,000 rich guys.
Okay.
No, we need more than that.
Oh, shit.
10,000 rich guys. Then I'll be 250K.
So there you go. Those are the
10,000
that's the
rich
top.
guys. It is doable. More
that's
of
the
you.
top-
Commit.
Guys, those are the top ones. Those are the predictions. You know,
And like you said, there's so many more.
there's so many more.
But-
and most of them are a little bit looser.
Some of
I'd
those
say they're a
right.
little bit looser.
Yeah.
Some of those are
I mean,
loose.
I think there was
I think my favorite one is the Trump one.
dude, me and mine,
Right?
100%. It's just
20 years out.
because
Yeah.
at that time, there's not even. It's not even like he was involved in politics. He wasn't at all. Like the dude had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Like he was all
Like,
about
it's,
making
it's
money.
like making an episode about like I don't know Eminem gonna be the president.
Yeah,
like,
it's like it's so like
nobody was gonna think that.
all some of the other ones like you can like the guy even like the economist ones, what I thought was great. Like he was still an economist. I mean, there's a chance since he's in that field that maybe he wins the Nobel Prize. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a chance.
Yeah.
It's like picking a random scientist and be like, he wins the Nobel Prize.
I agree.
I mean, it's obviously just an exercise in being on the pulse of pop culture, right?
I think
I don't know about that.
I think it's a lot of luck. I think
Yes.
it's like you are on the
like
pulse.
it-
Yeah.
And I think you
There's
actually
just so many.
You end up doing stuff that people it's like hot right now and you're talking about stuff. I think some of the stuff's not. Like I don't think economics has ever been like a hot fucking like a real like hot topic.
True.
Like, ooh, yeah, it's sexy. Like whereas like Trump has like always been like kind of in the public eye and he's always been like there and so he's always been a popular topic to talk about. So like making him president would probably just like it would just be great for TV because it's so ridiculous. It's so like insane. Like
Yeah.
I really think it's like one of those cases of like, what's the saying? Like a clock is always right, like twice a day or whatever, right?
So
Yeah,
true,
Like
yeah.
it's just so many fucking episodes that they're bound to hit some predictions. Right now, they did have a lot, so there's that. But I also think that some of these predictions, quote unquote, are like what we were talking about, like Lady Gaga. They're just people that like kind of live out that, you know, that prediction whenever the time.
Well,
is
so
right.
I have 2 questions. The first one is, in your opinion, can people predict the future?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, back up.
I'll let you go first.
No.
It's just yes. Okay.
Exactly. So
No. I mean, because that's what
No
this
more
is,
information.
right?
the
That's
thing
what this
is, I would say yes, but it's a fucking guess. Like, you know, like
Whoa.
You're
But
n-
a guess is not predicting the future.
Yes, it is.
it
What-
is if
define
it
predict.
happens.
No,
It's a guess until it
no,
happens.
define predict.
It's a
like,
prediction.
hey, I predict that I'm going to win this football game. If
Yeah.
I'm right,
Yeah.
I have successfully predicted the
You're
future.
just talking about mathematical odds.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
No,
that's what
no,
I was
no.
going to say. I think it's a mathematical game. It's like if
Yeah.
you
I'm talking about predicting the future.
no, look, okay, well, that
I'm
is-
talking about
that is
mages of the past. I'm talking about the mystic man, the medicine man, the guy.
That's not predicting the future, though.
No, yeah.
So you don't think that's possible?
Prediction implies that you could be wrong. You're trying to predict something, but
Okay.
if you knowing the future, like that's more like
Right.
that becomes more like it's more along the lines of destiny or like it becomes more in the metaphysical
Mystic.
realm.
Yeah.
Because like look at what happened in 2008. There was dudes who predicted that would happen. They were like looking at the data, like, oh
Yeah.
shit, this market's gonna
Like, do you
fucking
remember,
crash,
do you
short the
remember,
shit out of it. Like,
do you Michael Berry? No, is it Michael
I
Berry?
think that's his name.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
the
him.
guy.
the guy that short-
and he
the
just
Big
made,
Short.
He made like
tons of money.
They made the Big Short
Yeah, he made
movie out of
fucking
it.
billions of dollars. He was like, it
But-
was just right there.
But does that mean he's going to be right all the time?
No.
No.
Yeah, or Nostradamus. Like you predict 1 out of 10 things. Does that mean that you can predict the future?
No,
or you're just guessing.
Predictions based off data. You just you
Yeah.
did data
Just
and
going
you
back
make
to
an
the-
educated guess.
Exactly.
okay.
Going back
Otherwise,
to
it's
that-
divination. Like
Go-
you're divining what's
I
going to happen.
know, but
Like,
there's got to be. I'm hoping there's one.
How
There's
many
like
times
one
do you
dude
think
is like-
one.
How many times do you think that guy Michael was wrong? Like
Yes.
a
No,
lot.
I follow him on
but
Twitter.
he's known for quote unquote predicting
The last 5
crash
years, he said we're literally if you followed him
yeah.
and followed his words, the last 5 years the economy should have crashed.
Yeah, multiple
Exactly.
times.
Yeah, many times.
So
Yeah.
he keeps showing. He's like, God damn it! Come on! I'm like,
No, but he was
fuck up again.
But he was the Messiah.
That's my point.
Yeah.
So like you
he
get
was
one right,
you
get one right, and that one is like a big deal.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of
People forget about all the times you fuck up when you're like the man.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So I don't think there is a such thing as like divining the future.
Yeah.
But obviously you can predict
God,
it based
I wish
on the
there
data.
was one guy
I mean, what do you think?
or one girl.
You didn't even answer this.
Yeah.
I know. I just hope.
Yeah, he just wants us to like shit. Like,
Sometimes
he was just
I-
trying to
no,
get me
no.
high. He was like,
You ever have-
like trying to be like, oh yeah.
You ever have like things where you wish were true, but you know they're not?
But like, you like wish that someone like went back and like had the sports almanac like
No,
fucking,
like
back,
like
fucking Back to the
Back to the
Future.
Future style.
No, there's
Yeah, like-
there's certain things that I wish were real, but that I know they're not.
But why do you wish
Like
that was real?
Like I wish time travel was real.
Yeah.
But then it's
Or
just
like,
so paradoxical. It's
I know, but I
impossible.
wish it was.
You see
I don't know what
yourself
to
and,
tell
like,
you.
the fucking
I
universe
personally
implodes.
want this to happen, but I know it's
Like when I
not
watched
logical.
Minority Report, I'm like, I wish this was
Yeah.
the future. Like it's so
Yeah.
fucking
Technically,
cool.
I
technically,
wish. I love it already.
time travel is real.
Oh, we gotta do another episode.
No,
on
just
that.
listen to me. No, I'll
Honestly, we should just do an episode called Time
I
Travel.
will,
Yes,
I will
we
prove
should.
it to you right now.
Really?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh no. I don't like this.
What did you do? What did you do earlier today?
I worked.
Like, think about it. Like, can you go back and like see like what
yeah,
you did?
Yeah, I toured a new school for one of my kids.
Do you remember like what the walls looked like and
Yeah,
shit?
for sure.
Use time travel. You went back in time and experienced that moment. You saw the walls. You saw the walls. You saw. You
no,
can
that's
only
called
retire-
memory.
You can,
That's called memory.
No?
That's not time
I feel like
travel.
I'm being
He's not
tra-
back in
I
time.
feel like
If
I'm
you're-
in
You're not back in
Vegas.
time.
If you,
I feel like
if
I'm
your
in Vegas.
consciousness is back in time, why aren't you back in time?
I feel like I'm in Vegas and I just got
that's a
moved
good
into a
point.
room and
You can
they
only
sold
time
a
travel.
timeshare.
You can only time travel. You can only time travel in reverse because you can go back and re-experience. You ever like remember like a good,
I get what you're saying.
A good
Yeah,
win. You're
I
thinking
get
about
what
your
you're
high
saying.
school days. I'm like, damn, I
get what
scored
you're
that
saying.
touchdown. I'm like, I'm getting
yeah.
the joy. I'm like, fucking yeah. Like I remember that shit was
Yeah,
tight.
like
No,
me
but,
and you
like-
always talk about that fucking B-dubs.
Oh my god, yeah. So me and Jorge were at the fucking B-Dubs Game 7. The Cavs versus fucking
Nobody
Golden
knows what
State.
B-Dubs is.
It's Buffalo Wild Wings. Everyone
Everybody
knows what
knows
fucking
B-Dubs.
B-Dubs
Nobody
is.
You don't know
B-Dubs.
what
I
B-Dubs
don't know
is.
It's B with a W. Dubs. Buffalo Wild Wings. Dubs.
Eric is the only one that doesn't know
Yeah,
B-dubs.
everyone knows what fucking B-Dubs. Even my wife knows what fucking B-Dubs is.
Fucking
Tell
peasants.
the story.
So anyways, me and Jorge, fucking, we get the beers, we got
Yeah.
fucking wings, extra crispy, drums only, and it's Game 7, Golden State versus fucking Cavs. This is back when LeBron was cool.
Yeah.
And dude, we were there like and there was like 18 people there, and the whole B-Dubs. I don't know why. I don't know why it wasn't packed. But I remember like they fucking won, and we were like freaking the fuck
We were
out.
going
And then-
crazy because it was like back.
Dude,
You
it
know,
was
like
such a good game.
It was such a good game.
And then
Anyways, we talk about it
and
all
then we
the time.
Then we like ripped like 8 cigs in the fucking house. Dude, it was fucking awesome. It was like such a pleasure moment.
Yeah, so we talk about it all the time.
All the time,
So
yeah.
we time
So
travel.
you're saying that you go
me and
back
Sean
to that
time travel all the
Me,
time.
we're constantly
No, but-
yeah,
we time
like,
travel.
that shit, like, close your eyes. We'll go back to that moment.
What I'm saying though is that you can't alter anything.
No, of course not.
I know. I'm just telling you that I wish that could.
Well, see, but the only
Yeah,
thing is,
But
like,
that's regret.
I
and
get
that's,
that
that's
you-
all the things.
but like, if you really think about it, like that would cause.
I know chaos.
It would just.
I know.
It's like, dude,
I know.
like the
That'd be awesome.
ramifications of this and like the weird fucking multiverse that springs off from like Eric like going back and like taking a dump in like a different toilet.
If you could
Changes everything.
If you could time travel, but you could only pick one, you can go back or to the future.
Oh, back, 100%.
What would
Oh
you
my,
do?
oh my god, hold
Easy,
on.
back,
Honestly,
back.
all my years have
You go to the
been-
future, you don't know shit.
And,
Hold on,
and,
hold
and you get to come back to present time,
Honestly,
right? So you
all
go
my
back
years
one
have come
time.
to this moment.
Okay.
This is literally the moment I've been waiting
Such
for.
an
Is this
easy-
moment?
This is so easy. I'm literally gonna go back in time and buy Texas, and then like come back. I'm like
Yeah.
fucking trillionaire.
I mean, this is like. I would go back to the pyramids.
And you'd be one of the employees. You'd be like trying to get your cash in on your bennies.
And then he comes back to the president. He's like, "I told you guys."
I know. Right?
I just want to know.
He's got lashes on his back. He's like been whipped. He's like so.
Do you ever
fucking
think
slave.
like the unknow of it is so excruciating?
Dude, I know. I want to know so
The
bad.
unknow is so excruciating.
What we will do, and I'm gonna make this promise to you right now. So for our 100th episode, we're gonna do the pyramids.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
There you go. Let's do it.
So get ready. It's gonna be like a fucking 5-parter.
Yeah, I'm coming in PJs.
Yeah, I mean, I might need to take off work for like a week.
Yeah,
and we'll
we
do
just
the
do
pyramids.
a PTO day.
Oh yeah. And I'll just tell my wife we're at work.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, baby. I'm
Okay,
at work.
and then
I come home like.
and then so
wasted.
drinking.
I know, like,
and then so last question on this predictions. So
yeah.
let's say you were the writing staff of The Simpsons.
Okay.
Yeah. And you were doing an episode. Now, granted, we're not doing episodes. We're not like in that constant like creative mindset. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. But if we were to try,
What would the prediction?
what would they be? 20 years. You got 20 years.
20 years.
20 years. Yeah, you
A
got 20
lot
years.
can
I have
change in
literally
20
no
years,
idea.
man.
I'm
20
like
years.
literally have no clue.
I would definitely throw in there something about Bitcoin, like taking over. 100% like worldwide.
Wow. Oof.
Yeah. Because I actually that is my prediction.
Like the
that's
worldwide,
my real prediction.
That's the worldwide currency.
Like some sort of
currency.
worldwide.
We're using that
currency.
shit
Exactly.
on the phone.
I'm gonna go.
You could go something smaller.
No, I know.
You could go like Taco Bell's out of business. You know what I mean? Like something smaller. It doesn't have to. Like they went with something.
Oh, I was.
know.
I was going.
We got 10,000 rich people Patreons.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
No, my prediction in 20 years, I'm fucking rich. I'm rich as fuck. No, I was gonna say that there's gonna be some version of Skynet where it's not gonna be like end of like mankind, but it's gonna be there's gonna be an uncontrollable like, AI system that's gonna start fucking shit up, and it's gonna start taking control, but it's not gonna try to kill us, but it is just gonna start taking control. And it's going to start doing shit that we don't want it to do. And they're going to make it kind of out of control. Someone's going to not put like some like little safeguard in there, or it's going to figure out how to get around the safeguard because they already do that.
Yeah.
Like they already are able to hire, like I think we were talking about it like a couple weeks ago, how like there's an AI that was able to go on Fiverr, hire a person to literally go online and do the CAPTCHA to prove you're not a robot.
Yeah.
Literally hired a person to fucking click the I'm not a robot button so it could go fucking do a thing.
Okay.
It's like it can easily like you sort of so that's my thing is that there's going to be some sort of uncontrollable AI system.
Yeah. Okay. Those are good.
What about you?
Mine's
Eric's
a little simple and maybe self-serving.
I'm going to have like bad back.
yeah.
No, it might be self-serving. No, so you know how we're starting to see more like pharmaceuticals and companies like that where regarding weight loss,
Oh yeah.
right? And where you can just take a pill or you can take a shot, and it helps you.
Yeah.
Hair loss.
Eric's gonna have like
I think
he's gonna have, like,
in 20 years,
2 feet long.
I think in
hair.
20 years it's gonna be similar to the breakthrough of the weight loss thing, but for hair loss, where you just take a pill.
So you don't have to go to Turkey.
No,
To, like, fucking
you just take a
No,
pill
you just
or
take
you
an
take a
injection.
shot or something, and
You
then
put like a cream on.
and then skip.
I'll just be bald. I don't give a shit, dude. Fuck it, yellow. Like I do not care.
All right, there you go.
I like that
Excellent
one.
prediction.
I might take you up on that one.
Yeah, 20 years. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
I might need that.
So Simpsons.
I'm behind you on that.
I mean,
I think
what's
it's
our
just-
summary on the Simpsons?
I think it's got they
just
were
got it
they were
right.
smart and they got lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a
I mean, when you
room
think about it, they
full
got
of-
5%, like 5% of the time.
Yeah,
Right?
they got a room full of intelligent, humorous people.
Yeah.
I also think
also, by the way, I watched something about how comedians are very intelligent
We have
because
to.
that's the you have to find the humor.
Well, you also have
And
to,
that's what
to
humor
be able,
is.
to be able to literally
Yeah.
create a joke is so difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
So
tr-
you have-
fucking trust me, I've tried,
Yeah.
and I am not good. I
Super
suck.
hard.
Like,
I also think that they probably saw one of or two, I don't know, their predictions kind of play out, and they were like, "Oh shit, we kind of got something here."
Yeah.
And like they started putting that into their scripts. You know?
Gotcha.
Like,
Well, they'll just take social situations.
yeah, they're
and
like, oh, what do you
create
think's
it.
gonna happen?
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it,
Yeah.
let's run it.
yeah, exactly.
All right, right on.
There
I
you
like
go,
it.
guys.
Yeah,
I
like it too.
Yeah.
We'd like to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
And if we missed a prediction, that's a really cool one that you have like a lot of
True.
back. We'll do a little
Yeah.
IG or like Facebook shout out like
Yeah.
this is the one, and we'll reference you because you're awesome. We love you.
Yeah, and before we forget, because we don't normally do this, but don't forget that when you share the podcast, that's really how we expand, and that's how we have become where we're at now, and how we keep going. So really share the podcast with your family, friends, share a like, etc. That really helps us.
It does. Even if you can't give us money, like that's totally fine.
Yeah.
We understand. Like we work regular jobs too. Like we know
Yeah.
how life gets, and sometimes it's a struggle.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, literally just word of
Yeah.
mouth. Like, hey, you guys
Yeah.
should check this out. It really helps a lot.
Yeah.
Like because we want to keep doing this forever,
Yeah.
and the goal
That's
is to hopefully we'll
That's
get
right.
to a point where we can just do this
Yeah.
as our job, and then we'll get way more content.
Give you a little teaser. Now, just imagine. I'm going to put this out there. Imagine we get imagine a show where we go on site to see the major conspiracies of Earth, and we're able to go investigate the scene. Imagine
a global phenomenon. Discovery Channel.
This is an idea, which is imagine Discovery Channel, History Channel, and we go to the pyramids.
Yeah.
And we film it, and we literally do the episode while we're filming it. But
It's gonna have to be like on like Discovery at night.
Isn't that
rated R?
Wouldn't that be amazing?
We're gonna make shit face like
going to the Texas.
That
Imagine
would
going
be
to the
amazing.
Texas School Book Depository,
fuck
or
yeah.
going to MLK's death, or all that stuff. Anyways,
Been
we
there.
would redo all
I'm
that.
rambling.
That shit was cool.
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't.
rambling.
I know.
Guys.
We got to take Sean, guys.
I know.
Come on now.
Seriously, let's start a GoFundMe.
Please.
Get Sean to Texas. Get Sean to the depository.
One last shout out to Chubbs for.
Yeah.
Muchas
Absolutely.
gracias por la idea, carnal.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he knows what
God.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Chubbs
That accent was
That's just
so
me and,
fucking.
me and
well,
Chubbs.
well,
like,
Chubbs
you know.
Chubbs makes a point to constantly
Yeah.
like
Me and Chubbs are cousins.
I know you guys really like the odds of you being cousins are like I should have predicted
Pretty
that.
high.
20
It's-
years.
yes.
20 years we find out that literally Chubbs is your actual cousin.
It's such a sexual language. That and Italian and
Yeah.
French.
Well, I mean,
you know
it's
what
all
It's a
derived
love.
from. It's
a
weird.
love
It's
language.
weird that they're all derived from Latin.
Carnal.
Carnal.
As if it's like
Carnal.
meat.
Never mind.
Meat.
Are we saying meat over and
Meat. I know. It's like doesn't sound as.
That's my
it
brother.
sounds as.
Same brother.
I like that. How's my mom now?
This is the Mexican way of saying
Oh,
it,
okay.
okay?
It's like the slang.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, guys, we love you. Thanks so
Anyways.
much. Nighty night.
Peace.